Thank you so much, sir, for giving the time, having such a busy schedule. So, first question, like, how do you start your day?
You do some small exercise like beating at the way and have your breakfast, your part and get yourself ready and metros.
So, your mostly exercise called happens in the evening.
Yeah, mostly in the evening because sweating I do in the evening and breathing and for keeping your heart better I do in the morning.
You don't necessarily maintain.
Yes.
You be safe. What's there is like if so how this journey started all of us sudden but I border in Alo.
Even in the village.
In the name of the village?
Ombo.
Kammu. And you are from the community Jalo.
Galo. We are from same stock like Abotani. From Abotani there are around 5 tribes like Galo, Adi, Apatani, Tagin and Nishi. And one more tribe is Assam. 6 tribes is in Assam. Missing tribe.
So these all are from Alo.
No. Nishi here around Capital Complex and some other districts nearby. And Tagin you'll find in Upper Spiritual Upper is Apatani you'll find in the Jiro area to area. Galo and Adi you find in Chiang areas. There are 5-6 districts there.
So how this journey is why for dates?
Oh no, I had no a choice because I was from the village, so we had no ambition also. We were just into the school without happen also. Up to class 3 or 4, I was without happen. Just used to run to school without topic, without happen, yes, only one t-shirt. Genji, we used to blame it just like that. And then from class 5, I thought that government school. I thought that education is better than going to field and work in the pit because my parents are farmers. So Saturday, Sunday, used to go to jungle to collect one kind of leaves, big leaves, your dinner and lunch, taking your dinner now. From class 5, I was topper in the class. Oh, so my teachers used to encourage me that you can become something in life. But then in the beginning, we had a dream like BLW on tikta. But the BLW is like APSC field worker nowadays. So it's very small. So then after that, we thought, teacher, not pretty. It would be very nice to be a teacher. The people, you get a lot of respect from the student and the parents. So, and also you don't need to work hard in the pit. And you don't need to go to the Danga. So that was different. But then somebody and my parents used to tell me that if you become engineers, you have a very comfortable life. There is a lot of money, something like that. So okay, I want to feel. There was any coaching from the papi. No. They used to tell us, so up to class 6, 7, it was like that. And after 8, we had both still now board examination, district board, Arunachal board, but then competition was within the district. So my parents and everybody said I will never be able to top the exam. So I said no, I will top the district board exam. One senior was there, senior Sunil Singh. We used to call him Sunil Bhaiya. His brother-in-law was the teacher in our school, so they all tried him, gave all kind of efforts and all kind of tuitions to him so that he could top that steep rank. But he came 8th rank. Everybody thought I will never be able to do that. I would never be able to do it. So, but then I trapped myself saying that I would top the exam in this time. So I did it. I was topper in that class 8 and I even I scored around 125 marks ahead of the second position of. Just amazing. The principal and the vice principal of Government History School, Alo, called me just to see what kind of student did this, who came from the village and topped the district board. Because it was the first time that one student from the village school has topped the district. Prior to that, I was selected for Senior School also into class 6. Initially, they said okay, but I don't know, somebody might have brainwashed them because my parents were not educated. They are still part.
You are the same music.
No. Coming to that, we have 10 brothers and sisters. I'm the eldest. That is also another problem. Because being the eldest, you have to take care of all your siblings, younger siblings, and your parents. That was the reason why I could not do much well in life because whatever job I get, I have to go there, So whatever job I got, I just am there since then. So after class 8, 9 and 10, I was at Alo, I was topper. Class 8, 9 and 10 also, I got National Research Scholarship. And after 12th, I went to Bombay to study engineering. I did my engineering from Sadap Patel College of Engineering Complex. Under West, I don't know Nas. So, so I did engineering with first class honors. And while coming back, there was advertisement for 3 first of the years. So I was not very clear engineering which one.
Which view?
Civil engineering. So after that, I applied for it, and then I was just writing the exam, not very seriously. Counted others would grade it because I had to take two subjects. Like I took one history, though I had not studied history in my graduation or even class 11, 12, because I was in science. And then civil engineering I had to take on. But then civil engineering books I left behind in my college because some seniors were there who were still junior to me. They were senior to me 2 years, but then they could not pass third year, fourth year on time. So they were lacking. So I had given my books to them. So I just set the exam. I just wrote the exam without books. But then, yes, history I studied class 6 to failure history books. That is NCERT books. Then when result came out, I was the topper. That's amazing. But yes, I wrote very sincerely. I wrote very well. I wrote all the full marks. And then that general English, obviously, I was very good from the very beginning. And English grammar, I was good. And English essay, I was good always. In school also, and then general knowledge also I was good. So all this compulsory subject I was the topper, and history also I scored well, and in the interview also I scored well. Out of 100 I scored 75 with this interview. So
This was in which year?
95, 90 quarter.
The year I was born. So basically my age is equals to the experience of how good is it?
30 years. Yes. I graduated in 93 and gave this exam in 94. Result was out on 3rd August 1990. Interview also then the same day. Result
Same day.
result was also out on the same day. Hey.
Okay. A year it was used to happen like this.
Yeah, it was good. So there was no any for the kind of education loss. So a student from a village could top the exam.
But nowadays, as a student or as an aspirant, sometimes people get confused or from where to study the general, the GK, from history, economics, for competitive level. I'm talking about that part of that. That time there was no like any coaching institutions or not. How was your bombo? How you might think कि मुझे ये पढ़ना है, ये पढ़.
When you see, since class 5, I have been topper in all exams. Even later on after the exam also, I was topper at national, at the notice please I can. So I tell my students, it's very simple to top the exam. First thing is that you have to score the highest mark, simply. And this, but then how to score the highest mark? You have to write the best in the exam. Without writing the best, you cannot score. Then how to write the best? You have to have all those inputs in your brain so that you can write that. So how to get those information, the knowledge inside your brain? That also a for the syllabus. You have to make notes for consulting of various sources like books. And nowadays you have Google Baba. You can consult Google, Chat GPT, and even YouTube. So nowadays everything is on internet. But then don't trust internet too much. Your inside reports are very helpful. So I used to make notes. I used to make my own questions depending on the previous 5 to 10 years questions of any exam. Maybe like this state civil service exam, even UPSC also. Though I could not try UPSC. You have to write your own answers and make the answer so. If any question has a very long answer, make it into two questions and then make answers accordingly, because it is difficult to remember raw answers. So 200, 300 words answer, and then if you can combine them later on in the examinations. And if you make your own questions and if you make your own answers, it is very easy to remember. So you, after making all these questions and answers based on the syllabus and the previous question papers and the patterns of the question papers that you have, you go through them, memorize them at least 4 or 5 times. Then you will not forget during exam or even after exam. That way I used to make it. So also I tell everybody, it is very easy to top any area. Just number 1, have the syllabus. Number 2, if there were previous exams, collect the papers and find out which are the important topics. But then don't leave any, because anytime any topic can be included in the question papers. So you should not leave anything. So make questions, make answers, and then remember them, and go to exam and write 2 hours 45 minutes and 15 minutes. You keep it for checking any missing words or any grammatical error or any error in putting the pressure. Finish that. I was feeling, oh my god, Arunachal mess up. All people are very tough. That a student from Indian background is topping history also. That's what I like it.
But don't you think कि आज थोड़ा exams have been tougher?
Tougher.
Because OMR has came, negative markings have came. आपके time पे it was mostly on the beta ही थी.
OMR नहीं होते थे. Study by general studies were wire.
But I think negative marking was not negative marking why not here. So is it became more challenging nowadays?
If you seek a big negative marking, also I have prepared one thing: how to do objective question papers. Like there should be you should know how to solve a OMR sheet. Like there you will find mostly 4 options and 1 correct answer, and that means if you do not know anything and if you solve 4 questions, you are going to get 1 question correct and 3 questions wrong. That means if it is negative marking of say half mark against 2 marks, it's okay. But then if it is against 2 mark, but then negative marking is 1, so it is a dox. Don't play that game. But then if you are sure that out of these 4 answers, 1 is 100% wrong, then you have your getting correct becomes 33%. 33% out of if you that means if you solve 3 questions, you are going to get 1 correct and 2 wrong. That means for 1 correct, you'll be getting 2 marks. But then for 2 wrong, you'll be getting -2. But this also is of no use. But then, if you know that 2 options are 100% incorrect, and out of these 2 options, remaining 2 options, one may be correct, one may be incorrect, then you should take that risk. That means if you solve 2 questions like this one, then 1 will be correct, 1 will be incorrect. And for correct answer, you are getting 2 marks. And for incorrect, you are using 1 mark. So you are gaining by one. This way is it is not necessary you should know the correct answer, but you should know the incorrect answer. Then you can rule out.
It's sort of calculated risk.
Yes.
I think this is your favorite drink.
Yeah, I really like emoji. And this this good for help also. So,
You said I don't do lunch.
I usually go to.
What is the usual dash?
Because if you do lunch, you feel like glitchy, you feel like sleepy, and also plus I was thinking if you have a heavy meal in the morning like 9 a.m. and then you are going to have your lunch, dinner in the around 9 p.m. Between 2 meals, there should be equidistance. 12 hours. Okay. So 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. is 12 hours. So why in between?
So you follow that?
Yeah. Simple panda. No doctors had advice. Simple pa. But many doctors say दिन को खाओ, रात को मत खाओ. I don't understand. रात को तो खा के सोना है. But if you don't eat, if your stomach is empty, you can't sleep well also, na? But sleeping well 6-7 hours will must good.
But sir, how भी तो बोलता है ना we think we shouldn't take dinner after sir.
Yeah, हाँ तो इससे होते हैं. डॉक्टर लेके तो हमको लेते हैं.
Mile on this.
Okay, thing is that your stomach should be given the equal opportunity, equal gap between 2 meals. That is simple. You eat breakfast around 9 a.m. Sometimes some people take late breakfast like 10 a.m. Again, you are having your lunch at 1. After 3 hours, give the 4 hours here. How can your stomach digest here? Let your stomach also rest of that. It's like that. Yes. Doctors say कि since you are working in the daytime, you need a meal. You should take lunch so that you are able to work. What I feel like that when I'm working and if I'm taking meal for that energy, then I am not going to burn fats. So daytime remain hungry, burn the old fats and have meal in the evening, get new fats so that it can be burnt tomorrow. There should be with cycle, replacement of only 1 week. Simple theory. Doctors may not my own week.
There's one thing, it made me curious. You said after 12, you went to Mumbai.
Yes.
How you studied that, because your whole life was in Arunachal. From Arunachal going to Mumbai, it was a big thing for the family also.
Yeah.
You see, and connecting to that, I want to ask another question. Have you ever been bullied there? Or did you face anything?
No. The amount of people, they're trained and still we have a lot of, we are a batch of 1992, we have a group. WhatsApp group, and most of them are in UK, Canada, and US. Because those days also, our friends used to say, हमें तो state जाना है. They don't care about IS, IPS. They don't care. They used to say, state and state, like that. And many of them are there. When they listen to this, they will remember.
You don't invite them,
Yeah, I do invite. They come. Then because most of them are said the outset.
What will be your tips or like person who is coming to the system that you have seen the system for last 30 years? Most of the times, due to media or be whatever it be, glorify the system. That saying, what is the reality?
See, as a police officer, we are here to serve. So I always tell my officers, juniors also, my friends also, we are here to serve people and respond to them. I mean, response, do proper respond, and also quickly, because most of the complaints are that please do not respond there. They are very rough, very hard, very unwelcoming, or else very delayed. They do not respond on time or something like that. So I always tell officers, our most important job is to respond to the people, because most of them are in need of police services. Most of them are desperately requiring our assistance sometimes. So wherever I've been posted, made it the habit to circulate the important numbers of like police officers in the social media, like SP, DIGP, OCs, and also since all officers cannot be working 24 hours, so we also divide the system that every police station will have a 24/7 mobile and WhatsApp number. Like we have in India, we have our system like 112 emergency response system. But 112, you have to call, then again it will respond and it will locate you and a police officer or the emergency services. Then it takes bit time. That's why we have now in every police station, at this in Itanagar range, where 2127 helpline number, so that anyone can send the video or photo of any kind of sea or the situation they are in, or in kind of one order of way, or any kind of accidents. So it is better now. And even when I was SP capital here, I used to tell them to send your FIR also on WhatsApp. Now that recently the new criminal laws have introduced it, and within three days it can be regulated into regular FIR. Earlier also we had that system in Nagar that one can lodge FIR on phone, but then it will be registered only after confirmation from you. But sometimes it may happen that someone wants to register FIR, but he is physically restricted to go to the police station. He is unable to go to the police station physically in person, because personal attendance is a must for registration FIR. So that's why we introduce it, so that anyone, even if he is held somewhere, but if he has some mobile, he is able to send the wire, and he's a parallel patient. We immediately proceed and then get it confirmed, or even if necessary, we may rescue him like that. So that is important. And plus, one of the important thing that police is lacking is corruption, because there are a lot of allegations of corruption at the station level, at check gates, and they recruit this your traffic check. So I be telling that we should be well honest. There should be zero tolerance against corruption, because
What is the main reason of corruption, and why we are still more to control it?
I am not certain, not like that everybody is corrupt. Now you'll find many police officers also very honest. They even go beyond the call of duty to tell the others, even spending money from their own pocket. But then many people see that they want to enjoy life. They also want to have a car. They also want to get family to some social media marketing, something like that. Maybe that kind of thing. And plus, police department also see that when many other departments are so corrupt, they are also very corrupt, and then they are also a very small officer, or junior officer, or even a clerk is having a lot of building, lot of assets, lot of vehicles. Why not we? Sometimes that kind of feeling may also be there, and we senior officers also sometimes need to motivate our juniors, even especially at the check that not to any kind of pattern. And plus, people also are trying to influence the police with kind of bribe, or to get it easier, get it for easier, get it done easier. Like suppose they are supposed to bring inner lab pass, but they don't have. So I was getting reports on two occasions. Ever 500 tia, ever 700 or 100. People are also doing this because they don't want to go back and then get an ILF prepared. That's why 500 plus win, 700 plus win, like this. Something like that also happen. So people should also about these kind of things so that our cops do not indulge in justice. This is about corruption. And then, yes, crime prevention and detection is also important for the police and for building a good image and fair investigation and many things that there is a criminalization and politicalization of police. In Arunachal Pradesh, it is much better. We have our politicians also understand they do not interfere much in the police investigation. They don't interfere. That's the better part here. Nonsense.
If you just can describe what is IID, because even when I came to Northeast for the first time, I also got introduced to this. Many people from India also might not know how did you travel.
There was a regulation passed by British during their rule there, 1873, Bengal Western Frontier Regulation Act. It is according to that, anyone outsiders, anyone who is not a domicile of Arunachal Pradesh, who is not a permanent resident of Arunachal Pradesh, to say who is not a tribal of Arunachal Pradesh, they are supposed to breathe Inala pass. ILP means Inala. It is for Indian citizens, and for non-Indian citizens, we have a restricted area permit. Something like
And that is still continuing.
yes,
But what is the reason? Like why we
maybe because that tribal people here are very less in population and their culture, custom, even race is different from mainland India. Government of India continue this maybe with an objective to protect them so that they can maintain their own identity, culture, tradition,
you said about tribes and we just make Chaudhary sect then which hasn't written that. ये दोनों चीज को मैं कनेक्ट करना चाहता हूँ. What will be your tips to coming bureau पे अगर किसी को एडवोकेट कैडर में obviously you get a mature the Northeast cadres specifically how to learn give the policing of this part because when we are in states like UP, Delhi, West Bengal, game is totally different. But when put in Northeast, there are tribes. There's many tribes. Understanding the culture, understanding the difference, that becomes a factor in daily basis. What would be your tip how to learn that?
Hey, you have to check with the people. You have to go among them and then learn. With the speed here, very simple. They love country. They are very big, even our soldiers also. So they'll be there. They really respect officers coming to Arunachal Pradesh. Like just you met Choti sir. He was here, I think 2019 till 2019. He was SP in two districts, municipal PTC also. Ever really with SP. Karada they ever rescue capital. So we are good friends. And she is happy back here also. And here weather is better, climate is better. At least the air is much cleaner. Food also boiled food is very good for your health. I see many of my seniors also when they go back to Delhi they become older, and when they come back here they become younger. So I welcome all the officers come here and be friendly to people, help them. They'll always love you and appreciate you, and you can earn good care response. So people are very simple.
Thank you for this amazing lunch. Yeah, welcome. So we're trying this, typical Arunachal dish. This is boiled chicken.
And this is local chicken. So locally grown chicken. This is not boiled.
And no masala.
No masala. Just bamboo shoot. Yes.
So not even the turmeric and nothing. Simple salt and what. Interesting part is like it's such a big resort. We still follow this.
They have all kind of food. Indian food also. Plain Indian food also. Indian food also. Some Chinese foods are also applicable.
The mostly go-to food that you like.
Like this is usual food in the cook, and then I like naan.
Okay.
When I go out, I eat it because sometimes you try eating naan. So right there, fortnightly or monthly or weekly somewhere.
Dan, you have habit here?
Yeah. When they अच्छा से नान से हम पे बहुत होटल में आजकल में थे.
Yeah, been to NBN. So you did. How was it feeling in NPA?
Nice feeling.
Which year you went?
We go very open. Even because IPS was we go for IPS because it is not only for IPS. Many other trainings are conducted there.
Like when is there any difference? Do you feel like after seeing the police service or the police person from the states and looking the direct IPS office, is there any difference? You ever felt like that, or is it similar?
Not the same.
This is your which posting, sir?
Like the training is better there at Hyderabad. So obviously directly recruited IPS they get better exposure from the very beginning. This may be my 18th or 19th force.
20.
During the last 4.5 years, I have been to, I think, in the 6-7 port. Only a capital, I went to Alo, from Alo again to Longdin district, Longdin to Alo again, Alo to Lohit, Lohit to Alo again, Alo to Itanagar. I mean, it's 7 ticks.
But like Alo was in your posting at bit.
Yeah, because Alo, I was setting a house. So I was requesting my city officer that I should be given some time at this age. Good. I have served in almost all the districts. I was SP Purunkume and I was SP East Kame. Now Purunkume has become 2 districts. East Kame has also become 2 districts. Thereafter I was SP Changla, that NSCN invested district. From Changla, I was here at SP Security, BIP Security. And then I was SP Lopit again, about 1 year during election 2014. From there I was SP 0.
In 6-7 SP.
SP 0, and 0 and also become 2 district. Namsai also, Noit has also become 2 district. And then after, where it SP Tawan, that home district of emergency minister. And I can tell you very proudly, I was there only for 3 months as Tawan. And then during this 3 months, our CM became sick. Maybe I will not worry about that. And you are not the CM before my joining SP. So I was there and on my request, I came back from Tawan because Tawan in big part, though very bit. When I was SP Apung Pare, and then AP Capital, and then SP, I'm SP Longding, SP Lockheed, SP Alo, Diajita. How many SPC?
Already I forgot.
Almost, I have covered almost the entire state, except for few districts. Few districts like Loy growing also, I was holding dual charge. When I was SP Lohi, I was looking after SP Rowing also. And when I was SP, SSP Alo, I was looking after SP Sian districts.
क्योंकि क्यों आपने सीएम साहब के जिक्र किया, उन्होंने ask a question. As a layman ना, हम कहीं के बार we think politicians तो they're not that literate, उनको ये नहीं समझ आता है, corrupt होता है. But after meeting so many bureaucrats and talking to them, I have understood one thing, that what we used to think about politicians is always not the reality.
Not,
They have a huge vision. एक state चलाना या
not a joke.
it's not a joke. So you have been close to many politicians to your service. What will be your take out, or what you learned from there, and what was the reality that as a common man I may not trust?
I do say, I was chief security to the chief minister. Guwahati. 2 years. No. Okay, before 2003 to 2006. It's a factor because there are so many things to end up. As a chief minister, you have to keep your guys, MLAs, MP also.
Leadership quality. Leadership quality.
And then you have to carry on all kind of developmental work also. And then there are various organizations which are every time trying to go against the government. What may be the reason? Maybe against a review of it, or maybe against Citizenship Amendment Act, or maybe against hydropower. So many things are coming up often.
Which is more tough, policing or corridor?
It's very tough. PRC issue. Okay, people are the toughest in my life. That time I was SP Bafung Pare, not SP Capital, but then SP Capital was injured. I was working with SP Itanagar. Almost all others refused to be SP that time there. Because there were crowds, every sector, every colony, and they were randomly and rampantly burning vehicles, destroying buildings, civic, Nagar, and that capital car. Around 400 plus vehicles were parked. Police stations were destroyed. Even arms of was used from Nagar. And 3 people were killed by the police. Many were injured. It was the toughest situation for a year. So in 1 years. I don't want to blame, but I couldn't sleep for 4 or 5 days. Very tough.
You say a tough thing about the job. I want to question one, something related to the job. This This is my corporate ke, like any profession. There are people who likes you. There will be people who don't like. Some people closer to the politicians on the seniors, my some बोलते हिंदी में कान बढ़ देते हैं,
हाँ,
है ना? वो सारी चीज़ अब इंफेक्शन में दी.
हाँ, बढ़ते होंगे, बड़े भी होंगे। इसलिए मुझे कैपिटल से भी निकाल दिए होंगे, पता नहीं।
How we used to tackle those situations क्योंकि वो as a youth मैं भी आपसे सीखती था in my profession.
No, when we talk about this kind of maneuvering or some kind of backbiting, some kind of politicalizing your transfer of posting or your services, I never request any of. I believe in justice. You work hard. Like Dharma, you work hard. You will be honest. You work hard. You don't mind about fruits. You don't mind about results. I am on that. I am happy. Wherever I am, even I am posted to hell, I'll be very happy.
But the way you were saying it was not easy. Those nights were sleepless. जब आपके साथ हुआ, how you used to tackle those situations?
There were no options. We taken like with the Romero. Chase the guys.
The survival of yourself is always a challenge for every host. How you
So that's why keep yourself healthy so that you are able to survive the most extreme situation also, extreme conditions.
what's your escape route during those days?
We used to chase guys. I don't know. Think about that. If you build a good IPS, the youths are also there to follow you. They want to fight. They face to face. Think that when the respect outweigh their hatred. So I always tell my officers, earn a good reputation. That will help you calm or any kind of law and order of those. I have seen many cases where situation was so volatile, but then when you arrive there, to your cases eyes. And as far as this backbiting and all that, I don't bother. I always believe God will do justice. And when it comes to God, I believe that if God is supreme, obviously he must be supreme. That is, if means doesn't pay supposed to suggest. If God is supreme, and obviously he must be, then there cannot be 2, 3, 4, 5 books. There can be only one God and one say. Then following different gods in different religions, these are just buckets. You this one. This is the most some leaders and that some religious leaders had come on this earth. They wanted have some followers so that they can have a good name and reputation in the future. And they have brainwashed us, many of us. That's why there are now so many religions in the world, and it is resulted in various wars also. Jehovah, Christians, you can say, na? Israel Gaza war is also one of them. It's not. It is if Gaza or is a both were of same religion they coupled. Up Jews it's down news. I feel pity on those people who said that his religion is the best religion. It was your religion in my. Why? Because your God is my God. Because there is only one God. There cannot be his God, their God, your God, my God. But oh, this is only one. God can be only one. That's why I believe that God will not do favor or not do any kind of selection or any kind of thing. They will just God will keep blind and he will do justice according to our works, according to our actions, according to our honesty, sincerity. So on that basis, I believe कोई अगर मुझे हरास किया बेकार में you will face boss. Because God is ultimate power in this world now. I have seen many people suffering because they tried to torture an innocent officer or torture an innocent man. Like I've seen many times. Many have died. Many have lost powers. I don't play politics. See, God may be doing. I believe that God is the CCTV of the universe. He is watching all of us.
Like, you have said so many things about your life and everything happened.
Nothing much to say. I'm very simple. Like,
Like, what are you, when you look beyond a year, look back, 30 years, yeah, 40 years, you start this the journey. You ever give goosebumps? You said one thing. Sorry. Yeah, I'm beginning. Now, you said one thing that I believe in destiny. What do you more believe, the miracle or the destiny? Like, which is important?
Destiny. Well, we cannot expect miracle to happen ever. See, I never thought that I'd be a political. But it used to be a government. So, it is for duty to plan or to have some aims in life. But you always go to the place where destiny takes. Yes, that is it.
So memorable if I ask you, which is this personally play somebody who inspire you.
Yeah, actually, nobody. I had a teacher. He's from Porapur. Correct, Orapur. UP. Okay, so we used to call him Silvastosan. Okay. He was a very good mass, and he used to motivate us, telling us all the uh, stories of great people, good people.
This teacher was in your college.
Good my
Actually, it was school. Sorry.
when I was in class 5, 6, 7, like okay. Oh, your teachings. I'm on the class of teachings, but only your honesty and your respect and caring for the elders, parents, and the meaty peoples. It has kept me doing all this to this. So I still didn't that I think he is still might be. So we are still there. Okay. So he is still here or he gonna go?
What would be your takeaway that policing have for?
Best thing is that L kept Nalo.
Okay.
So before joining police, we were not very careful about it. But today, many police officers may not be that serious about care like I am. I always believe that if you want to do something in life, or if you know your parent, or if you know your kids, or your wife or husband, you must keep yourself kitchen tally so that you can serve them, you can love them, you can care for them. Similarly, if you want to serve the society and the department or the country, with the in-head you can. But health is top it. And I always tell people, health should be your top priority, but not wealth, not reputation, not given power and pollution. That is second, health in me.
But many people would say it like this after you got power and position, you saying it's. I don't my power. Really, you say you don't have much power.
See, yeah. You see, even if I am a DIG or even if I am a CM or even if I am the Prime Minister of India, what is the use if you are not healthy? Quickly just been well see. With only good health, we should consider. Even for many of our speakers and Devans, you are suffering from kidney failure, who are suffering from sugar, who are suffering from cancer, suffering from liver, problem liver to know. It's total giving people their own cabinet. You really own. One is very careful. Accident is a different. Even accident also. If you are careless only, it accident. It's sometimes sometimes. That is a thing switch to the cap etc. Fix. Because we are not talking about equipment here. We are talking about normal type and normal thing. When everything is normal, you must be careful so that you can. So many of our out there and their one and their own they are suffering. They are spending a lot of money. I mean, on their treatment. Even their hard-earned money, and they are also taking money from the government.
The last question that I want to ask, you said about family life, which is very important. If we talk about nowadays situations, there are so many divorce happening. There are so many extramarital affairs happening, which became our tension to police department. After recently the situation we saw in Meghalaya, there was a lot of
We say Sona.
There are many other also circles which wearing viral with it, that one even Madawala. So anything every year. What are you saying? What is the amusement? A lot of years that life has become very fast. Many people are living 50 years in 2 years. Very fast. And because of social media, people are getting connected. And many people lose their hearts also while chatting. So don't chat too much. If you chat too much, obviously there are chances of getting chat only with your personal. Yes, why with whom you know. But then it is still you have somebody impasse. Like one of my friends earlier came up swimming, na. And earlier we saw our parents connecting like anything, and then injuring also one another. Even the YouTube, the even down the matches also injury rates. Then the husband survived like that. But then they used to stay together before they thought there no alternative. But now there are so many alternatives available on your mobile, na? That they are waiting for you. If you leave your husband, I'll here. If you leave your wife, I'll here, something like. So when options are many available for everywhere, whether he or she having or not, maybe people that, and when this social media, there are so many elements are there, even here. Image of auction is the something happen. A test of your question. Is there feedback from my later? You made in the morning and spent amongst early hours. What will be your takeaway, within the end? What will be your feedback? Honestly, you can learn and I know I should work upon my it. I will take salary. Thank you for coming all the way from my pleasure be with like for I am that fit person that you want to podcast. We thank you for that. I don't think that I'm the big shop. That is good. I from farm from the village, small village. Thank you, and yes, keep yourself fit. It is and in the loop younger house. Give your fit and healthy, obviously. You'll live sweat at least. Sweat at least half an hour daily. Sweating is important so that we don't run here and there for treatment and sweat. Sweat now.